Whatever changes or upgrades you're about to make to your smart home, stop. Everything is about to change. Am I being an overdramatic YouTuber? Yes, I am. But we have Matter coming. It is close to the end of 2022, and the new smart home protocol Matter is at our doorstep. Just last month, we saw our first Matter demo. We saw a Google Assistant controlling an Apple HomeKit smart plug from Eve. And you may think, yeah, who cares? Google controlling, something from Apple. And I gotta say, I'm kind of in the same boat. There has been a lot of hype around this brand new savior of smart home technology called Matter. And personally, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I don't know if it's going to be as great as a lot of people have been talking about. Now, the biggest benefits of Matter, which is kind of this new smart home language that your devices will be able to connect to each other, is that your devices will be able to be controlled locally. So no more needing the cloud to control your smart home devices. This should increase the speed and the response of your devices. Also, Matter is built on Thread technology. Now, Thread technology is pretty interesting. It's an open source platform that will allow your Thread devices to essentially piggyback off of each other. And this is going to be devices that are plugged in permanently. So if you maybe have a smart switch or maybe even a smart outlet that is fully powered all the time, these things are going to be used as repeaters to connect other devices to it. Things that are battery powered are not going to stay on all the time and act as repeaters, but this is going to allow them to turn on and off as needed, which is going to help them save on battery. So another big plus, the batteries are going to last longer in your Thread devices. Now, I read an article that asked, should I invest in any smart home products now or should I wait for Matter? Well, the real answer is you probably don't need to wait for Matter. Also, Matter has been announced with a lot of different products out there. In fact, I will have a list in the description below this video of a lot of the major products that are going to be supporting Thread and Matter. So if you are ready to invest in your smart home, but you want to future-proof it for Matter, then the devices below will be guaranteed to do that. Now, a good thing about a lot of the devices that are out there right now is that with just a firmware update, these devices can potentially be Matter compatible. For example, I've talked about Aqara devices. Now with Aqara devices, you have to have an Aqara hub, but all of the Aqara hubs are going to be updated to support Matter. So all of my Aqara devices around the house are going to connect to that hub, which is going to allow it to connect to Matter. So I'm happy about that because all of that stuff is going to be compatible. In the Matter demo that was showed off last month, the brand Eve, which strictly makes Apple HomeKit devices, showed off that they can be controlled with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and even Samsung SmartThings. And their demo was with a smart outlet. Essentially, they had one smart outlet and they had the 4 different platforms all controlling one outlet, which I thought was really cool. But that really, to me, only is going to apply for people who have mixed environments. Like for myself, I've got Amazon Alexa throughout most of my house, but I also have Google Assistant throughout most of my house. So essentially what Matter is going to do is it's going to allow me to choose my assistant of choice to control that one device. Now, they did note in that article from The Verge that when a change was made to that one device, it actually replicated through all the other ecosystems out there. So if on Amazon Alexa, I made a change to that device, that change to that device also replicated in the Google Assistant ecosystem. So cool, but I don't know, is that really that mind-blowing? What I really like about Matter is that everything is going to be controlled locally. So if you are in an area where you may have spotty internet, you don't have to worry too much on the cloud. Everything will be controlled locally on those Matter devices. All right, hold on, time out. Of course, as I'm working on this video on should you wait for Matter, literally today I read an article that says Matter is officially here. So what exactly that means, I just want to catch you guys up really quick, is that Matter officially released its new specifications for the protocol. So what that essentially means is that companies can now start applying for Matter certification for their products. So Matter is not officially being released today. Companies can now apply to get the little badge on it. And if you see that little Matter logo on the product, then you know it is Matter certified. So that was just announced today. Just a quick update on that. Another thing that I read in this article, which I thought was a really good point that I wanted to bring up in this video, is the fact that the initial launch of Matter is going to be pretty low level. So essentially, let's say I've got an outlet or maybe even a smart light bulb. That device is going to be able to share through all the ecosystems certain things about it. So is it on or off? Is it dimmable? Different things like that. But what are the incentives for other companies? Let's say big companies, Philips Hue, for example, that have their own app with all of their own features and stuff like that. Are all of those features going to be built into Matter for me to be able to control those features? Or am I still having to download their app and use their app for any of that kind of stuff? It seems like right now, you're just gonna get the basic information that's going to connect your ecosystem. Now, maybe down the road, they'll integrate those nicer features into a product like that. But my question is, what's the incentive now for these big companies to invest all of this money into all these great features when, say, maybe a startup company that isn't investing a ton of money into marketing and things like that, you can really come in at a much cheaper rate? Would you really spend $50 on a Philips Hue light bulb, or would you rather just spend, say, maybe $8 on a light bulb that pretty much functions the same with Matter? I mean, these are all questions that I have with the Matter protocol and things that I think we'll find out as time goes on. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Essentially, if you are looking to upgrade anything in your smart home or add to it over the holiday season, I would say this. If a company out there has announced Matter support for their products, you're probably okay to buy it. In fact, I will leave a link below from the Matter site listing out all of the products that have currently been announced to support Matter. So I recommend checking that one out. But what I want to know is, what do you guys think about Matter? Are you as excited about it as a lot of other people out there? Or is it really that big of a deal? I'd love to know your thoughts, so leave it in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video.